Welcome. This video is going to show you how to use veracrypt, a free encryption tool that replaced some other products previously, TrueCrypt for one, and allows you to create a folder or a volume, they call it, that's encrypted that you can store your files in. Now, the key to it is you're going to make a volume, which is a folder that's encrypted of a certain size in data. So let's say you're going to make it 100 megabytes or 100, or 10 gigs or whatever, and that's how much data it can hold, like a filing cabinet. So the first thing we need to do, and you only do this maybe for the purposes of somebody that needs some stuff encrypted one time, I go up under volumes and I say create a volume. I'll create an encrypted file container, standard, and I will just put it on my desktop right here called demo file. I'll save it. I'll go next. We'll use AES. You got some other choices, but AES is probably the best to use. We'll go next. I'm going to make this, let's just say for the demo purposes, 20 megs. I'll go next. I'm going to put a password on this. And we'll go next. It's warning me that a short password. I'm just going to say yes, I'm only doing it for a demo. You get a couple format options here. And we're going to go ahead and generate some randomness from our mouse movements. It's using this to seed the encryption. We'll go ahead and tell it to format that. And the volume's been encrypted. We'll go next. It allows us to create another one. We're going to go ahead and cancel that. Here's our formatted volume. All right, so we have it there. So the whole idea of this formatted volume, if I open this with anything like a text editor, it's going to be garbage because it's encrypted. Right now it is an empty folder that's encrypted of up to 20 megs of data. So to mount it, okay, I would select File. I would open it from here. And you can tell it never to save history. You can undo that and tell it to save history so that the person doesn't have to figure out where it is every time. And then I'm going to select a slot to mount it in. This thing can mount up to 64 different volumes at the same time. And I mount it now. In the Windows box, these will be drive letters when they're mounted. They'll almost look like removable disks. I'll mount it. Now when I go to mount it, this is what the user is going to do every day. They're going to select it. They're going to mount it. They're going to have to put the password in. And I forgot one item, which is to uncheck that. And it'll go ahead and mount the drive. So you can see here it's mounted the drive. And this will show up as a drive letter or a thumb drive, similar type of thing. And inside of it, there is nothing. So what I'm going to do is make a text file. A common purpose is my password is popcorn1. I save this. I'm going to save this to my volume rather than anywhere else. Passwords. Save it. It gets saved there. I'll close this. Now I got a file in that volume. I can actually double click and open and read it from here when it's unmounted. And I'm going to leave this here so you can see both the file and that. And when the veracrypt thing's over here, I'm going to hit dismount. When I dismount it, we lose this volume and we lose this window. And this might be waiting on me to close those windows, I think. There it goes. So now it's gone. Now that file is gone. Now if I open text editor and I try to open the recent and open that up, it's not going to find it. It has nowhere it is anymore. So again, to mount it, so you come in every day, you open veracrypt, you drag this in there to mount it, or you leave it in the history and hit mount. Put our password in. And again, I forgot to uncheck that. I got to turn that off. That's on by default on my installation only because I'm doing something by converting some old stuff. And there it is again. And then they can work at it all day long. When they're done working for the day, they simply dismount all and they're done. Okay, hope that helps.